Supervisor Howard Phillips. Howard, thanks for once again being a guest on the show.
Well, good morning, Tom. It's always my pleasure to join you and really inform the people of a lot of the great things we're doing here in Haverstraw.
Yeah, and you unveiled the memorial sign. A part of Route 202 has now been I guess recast. I'm trying to search for the word, but
Yes,
uh,
yes. So we're so happy about that. I'm actually here with Deputy Supervisor Isidro Papo Cancel.
How you
mhm,
doing?
And we were very proud of the fact that our New York State Senator Bill Weber, our New York State Assemblyman Pat Carroll, came to us and said they'd like to do a dedication in memory of Hector Soto. And I'll have Papo talk because Papo has known Hector even longer than I did. But
yeah,
as most of the people know in Haverstraw, Hector was a town councilman, served with us for a number of years. Before that, he was a detective, one of the original detectives with the town of Haverstraw Police Department. He took great pride in his law enforcement. Also, he served in the United States Air Force, but he was involved with so many different organizations, the Knights of Columbus, the newly formed Harold Holt, Manny Lopez, American Legion.
mhm.
He was involved with a number of local not for profits, really dedicated his life to it. Papa, would you like to jump in and say some of the wonderful things that we experienced with Hector?
No, it was a great honor, great tribute paid to Hector for all the things he's done in our community. His heart was always in our community and paying back. He's involved with so many other activities in the town, supervisor mentioned before. It's
Right.
well deserving.
And as a matter of fact, Papo, I, Hector, Vincent Gamboli, and John Gould, when he was a councilman, we all received our fourth degree with the Knights of Columbus on the same evening. It was
Wow.
a very, very special evening, and that's the highest degree you can achieve with the Knights of Columbus. So it was very special to us.
I mean, just by the turnout yesterday at the unveiling, it's credited to him. The amount of
Yes.
respect he had to people in our community.
And I think his wife, Josephina, was very appreciative to the senator and the assemblyman. So from Rosman Road intersection with Route 202 to Route 45, it is now the Hector Soto Highway. So it's a very special thing. And again, congratulations to State Senator Bill Weber and State Senate Assemblyman Pat Carroll for doing this because I think it's just so appropriate. And it was just another wonderful thing for the family.
Absolutely. And Pat Carroll mentioned something yesterday when he got up to speak, and he addressed the audience before the unveiling. And he said he was reading through the biography of Hector, and he was amazed that one person can do all of that in just one lifetime. I have on the screen here some of the additional things. He served in Vietnam. And I'm just going to read off of just a quick list, and this comes directly from the Town of Haverstraw website. Haverstraw Police Department, uh, Law Enforcement Officers Training School, Arson Investigation, Criminal Investigation Advanced, Photography School, Advanced Homicide Investigation, FBI Surveillance, Rockland County Intelligence Officers. He had a major in criminal justice. He graduated from Mercy College with a bachelor's degree. Long Island University. I mean, the list just goes on and
Yes.
on. Kisea Sports Club. He was
Yeah.
probably involved there. St. Peter's Church, American Legion, Haverstraw Elks Lodge. I have to agree. I mean, this list is it's just amazing.
And
Five.
Hector was one of the first Spanish speaking police officers in Rockland County. As a matter of fact, he may have been the first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was so important, especially I'm half Colombian, and I don't speak very good Spanish, but I recognize especially the need as time went on, from the 80s all the way to the 2020s, the need for that communication, especially since the Latino population, it's a considerable number in Rockland.
Yes. And he was the Grand Knight of the Knights of Columbus as well. So, that was a life well lived. He never had to look back and say, what have I done in my life? He could look back and just point to countless accomplishments. And his Catholic faith was so critically important to him and his family. And, that's when you say St. Peter's, now St. Peter's, St. Mary's, he was so involved there, and Eucharistic minister, and he just loved his Catholic faith.
Yeah, absolutely. I see he was at Cursillo, Cornerstone. He was a Eucharistic minister over at St. Peter's. So very
Hmm.
impressive. Unbelievable. And really, really great ceremony yesterday. I actually got there a few minutes late, but luckily I was there before the unveiling of the sign. So,
Yes,
as you mentioned, it's right on the corner of 202 and Rosman Road.
yes, it is.
Very
Yes,
fit.
it is.
That way we could
And
remember.
you know what? Everybody can see it. And you know what will happen? Young children will go by and they will see the sign and they will ask their parents, who was Hector Soto?
Yep.
And the answer will come back is he is a man that believed in helping others and really cared about his community.
Yeah, he seems like one of those guys that there's in pop culture. There was this statement that was made on TV once, and I remember him say, someone once told me, "Don't try to be a great man, just be a man." This seems like a man's man right here.
Oh, he was definitely. That's a good definition.
Hmm.
I do also want to mention because we're getting into Thanksgiving and Hector used to be a good part of this. So tomorrow,
Yes,
Friday, November 21st from 2 to 4, the town board members and I will be out in front of town hall. We have at least 46 veterans who have signed up for the free veterans dinner bag. It's all for military and veteran families. We forget that there's a lot of those serving in the military right now that won't be home for Thanksgiving, so their families can come by. This is sponsored by the town of Haverstraw and the Veterans Angels of Hope. I believe all 5 towns are doing this, and it's a great way to give back and really help people. But once again, I have to give a big shout out to Schultz Ford. They always step up and help our community in so many ways. Also, people to people. Diane, thank you so much. Rockland Green, I'm very proud to be the chairman of Rockland Green.
we are.
We also jumped in there.
Yeah,
And Durso Trucking as well. So thank you to the Durso family. But without people like this, we wouldn't be able to do it. And as I said, we have 46. We'll probably wind up somewhere in the low 60s, giving it out by tomorrow afternoon. And again, you can call up here 429 whatever town you live in, call the town hall there. But again, it gives food bags. It'll include a frozen turkey, potatoes, and vegetables. It's a really good way to make sure that everybody gets to celebrate Thanksgiving. And then speaking of Thanksgiving, on that day, I actually have a tradition of going out with my family, my 2 grown sons, Thomas and William, my daughter Veronica, and we go pick up food at Meals on Wheels, and then we go and deliver the Meals on Wheels to different homes in the North Rockland area. It's just another great way of giving back. And then once we finish that, we'll be down at the Cascaya Sports Club. That's 25 Broadway, Haverstraw. And they will be preparing meals for people from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can call the Village Hall to sign up, 429-0300. They have a wonderful committee that prepares all of this. Our town justice, Yvonne Santos, is on that committee. But they'll feed anywhere from 800 to 1,000 families. And something I'm very proud of is our police officers volunteer and they go and deliver a lot of these meals. Tom, it's so important for the police to be involved and for people to see them in different types of positions, doing different things other than just being enforcing the law.
Right.
And we've been able to break down so many barriers within our community because we have a large section of the population now coming from Central America where, Tom, the police are possibly the problem in some of those countries. So this is a great way for our police officers to get to know our community, for the more so for our community to get to know them. And as I said, it breaks down barriers. Thank you to the Cascaya Club for opening their doors so that we can do this. We have a number of people on the committee. We help sponsor it, the town of Havistra. We're very proud of that. And it's just making sure nobody goes without having a really nice family meal that day. And I'm just so proud of all the elected officials that come out, my town board members. They come out, as I said, Yvonne, the town clerk, Raquel, superintendent of highways, Bart, everybody's coming out to really help, and it's great to see. So hopefully that will go so well. I do want to mention also, because our youth board does a great job. So they had their nightmare before Christmas. That was at the Botanical Gardens. That was Friday the 14th, this past Friday. It went really well. We had bus loads of people that went and enjoying it. So thank you, Lorraine, and all the committee members. Then on December 8th, which is a Monday, 7 o'clock showtime, our youth board will be going to the Christmas Spectacular at Radio City Music Hall. And
Oh,
this is
nice.
another huge event, Tom, where we get probably 4 bus loads of families that are going down there, and they really have a great time. Then they go to look at the tree, and it's just a special time. It's a very affordable way in which to do this. I have to say, we are sold out at this point, and the tickets go really, really fast. So it was great to see, and we're very excited about that. And just to bring people up to speed, it looks like the skateboard park slash rollerblade is completed. However, we're finishing some fine tuning some things. Some of the landscaping has to get done before we can open it. And
Mhm.
also our new playground area, that really is done. But you'll be amazed, Tom, when you build these playground areas now, if you have, say you have hard plastic that a lot of the rides are made out of, you have to make sure that if you have gaps in between the plastic, they have to be no larger than a certain amount of inches, and it gets down to millimeters. So they actually go out there, measure all these things. So we're getting that finalized, but both of them are looking really nice, and we're very, very excited about it. Same with our new pickleball courts that we've built. There's some little fine tuning to do, and all of that will be open very shortly. So we're very excited about all this. We'll probably have a dedication sometime next year, and we've made this park a very, very beautiful park. Like, I
Gorgeous.
don't think anything can equal Bowline. I mean, the view of Bowline is spectacular, but I'm very proud of this and the work that went into it, all the help we received, going all the way back from State Senator Bill Larkin to Assemblyman Ken Zabrowski. It was a concerted effort by everybody to bring this to fruition, and people are going to really enjoy it. The multi-purpose synthetic turf field got a tremendous amount of play this year, as did the synthetic turf field for the Little League and girls softball. Wonderful to see, and I'm just so happy everybody's using. The dog parks were an enormous success, and people love to go around the perimeter path. We have some physical fitness equipment around there. Wonderful, really, to see people taking advantage of all of this. And with that, let me say that our new storage facility is about 3/4 of the way of being done, located on South Central and Route 202. So within the next probably 4 to 6 weeks, we'll see a completion of that. And we're very excited to have that finally done and out of the way. So we have a lot going on, and we're actually in the process of preparing our State of the Town speech for our reorganization meeting, which I believe is going to be January 8th. January 8th. That is a Thursday night, probably start at 7 o'clock. So we've accomplished a lot, and we have already set our sights on 2026. I think we have over 20 roads that we're going to be redoing. We've a number of capital projects. There's a lot that we've been doing at the golf course, and we're going to continue to do. Right now, a lot of the bunkers we're redoing, and they're coming out just absolutely amazing. Our golf superintendent, Chris Dyroff, has done an amazing job. You know, Tom, we're actually ranked right now the fifth in the state of municipal golf courses out of about 157 municipal golf courses. We were rated the best in Rockland County for a municipal golf course.
It's
We're
amazing.
very proud of that. Yes, and getting a lot of play. And something that doesn't get enough attention is all the non-for-profits that go up there. They raise money by having golf outings. It's been just a complete spectrum of population that has been able to take advantage of our golf course. So we're very happy with that.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's so much activity going on, and it loops back to the county that we live in is so benevolent,
Yes.
really extending their hands when someone is in need, but also creating really good resources and places where families can get together and enjoy activities. So that's pretty
Yes, and
awesome.
it's been a real team effort, and I have to say that Rockland Green is very special. We've been able to keep the partisan politics away, and I have to say, for the most part, you know, after the election's over, we all come together and we do what's best for the people of Rockland County, and that's a lesson that should be taught throughout our nation and on all levels of government. That once the election's over, we need to come together. We need to sit down, work things out, do what's best for the people we serve, because that's really what we are. And no matter how high you go in office, you're still a public servant, and that means you have to serve those people that you represent. So I think we've been doing that. I think we're going to continue to do that, and we've seen the results of it. It's a better community, a closer knit community, and you know, you really have more success when you set your goals to what really is best for the people.
Yeah, I'm on the Rockland Green website right now. And for those of you that are interested in finding out how to recycle or dispose of some materials that you may have lying around that you don't know how to, there's a nifty little tool on the homepage where you could choose your town or village where you reside. And then you could search for how to recycle or dispose of something, or if there's a service in your area. You do paper shredding events. The animal shelter, of course, RG Cares.
Yes.
Yeah. How's everything going along with the construction?
Well, the shelter's moving along. Where, you know, I hate to throw out a date because I've had that happen to me. Early 2026, hopefully in the first quarter,
Mhm.
we're looking for a completion, and I'm very, very excited about it. You know, the people of Rockland County should be extremely proud of what we've accomplished at Rockland Green. Yesterday, I was at the St. Lawrence Center in Torn Valley because we probably had about 75 employees, staff of the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation come there to really take a tour and listen to our staff on what we've accomplished, whether it's the MRF, Material Recovery Facility, or our other facilities that we have there located at Torn Valley. We are the state of the art, and we are really on the cutting edge. You know, we had a MRF when we first started. It's normally glass, plastic, and cans, cardboard and paper. We have a dual system recycling system of keeping those items separated, which we get more value, more bang for our buck when we go into the recyclable markets to sell this. But they came there because we do have such an outstanding reputation, and I think they were very impressed with what we've accomplished. So whether it's our transfer stations, whether it's our, when we do the leaves and the grass, Dutch farms, we have been doing an amazing job. The concrete, the crushing of concrete, reselling of it. It has been an amazing operation. Of course, if I would be remiss if I didn't mention about the household hazardous waste facility. So all that things, gas, let's see, diesel fuel, paint, insecticides, pesticides used to be thrown into the garbage and taken and hauled off to some landfill. All of that is now being recycled. We have all your electronics that are being recycled, from cell phones to TVs to computers to stereo systems. All of that gets recycled now. It truly is amazing what we're doing with the environment. And the bottom line is, not only are we protecting the environment, we're saving the taxpayer money, because it would be millions upon millions of dollars more if we had to dispose of these things in sanitary landfills. So I compliment Jerry Damiani, our executive director, all of our staff doing an outstanding job. And of course, we now have pilot programs with food waste. We have one in Orangetown, one in Clarkstown, one in Haverstraw. We're going to be opening up this year, one in Ramapo, one in Stony Point. So all of these things are just a really wonderful thing for our environment, saving the taxpayer. And we're going to pass on to our children and grandchildren a very wonderful environment for them to live in.
Nice. Awesome, man. You got a lot going on. I still don't know how you do it all. And I hope on Thanksgiving you'll be able to sit down at the end of the day and be able
Yes.
to have dinner yourself with your family.
Well, I look forward to that. Thanksgiving is such a fun time. I get together. My sister passed away a number of years ago. There's not a day goes by I don't think of her. But I get with my brother-in-law, Rich O'Brien, the O'Brien clan,
Aha.
and we go up to his house for Thanksgiving. They come to ours for Christmas, and our families get together. It's a special day. I wish everybody a wonderful Thanksgiving with their family. It's a time to be with your loved ones, and it's a great celebration. But most importantly, it's a time for all of us to thank the Almighty God, and that's what Thanksgiving was intended for. It was
Right.
created for us to give thanks to the Almighty God for this wonderful, wonderful country that we have. It is unique. It is the most extraordinary country in the history of civilization. And if I could, Tom, I will just love to tell that little tiny story that should be told to every child of every family. And it's about when Benjamin Franklin came out of Independence Hall, and they had just voted for us to create this beautiful country. And a woman came up, almost accosted it, and demanded to know from Mr. Franklin, "What have you men been doing in there?" And Franklin succinctly turned and looked at her and said, "We have given you a republic, madam, if you can keep it." And there
Ah.
was a great lesson in there. We are a country of a republic, given a democratic form of government. We
Mhm.
are not socialists. We are not communists. We are not any other type of government, but a republic. And men and women have shed their blood to keep this republic. So when you go into Thanksgiving, give a wonderful blessing to those whose shoulders we stand upon, because they have built this amazing country, and we should all be extremely proud of it.
Awesome. Well, Howard Phillips from the town of Haverstraw, thank you once again for being on Rockland's News. If you could just hang on for a moment, I'm going to turn off the audio. I had a question for you off the air.
Sure.
I look forward. We always look forward to having you on the show. And thanks for being a guest once again.
My pleasure.